Howdy, howdy. My background isn't gone. My background's here. Don't worry. It's just I made it nighttime because Gears is spooky. Gears is spooky vibes, spooky nighttime vibes. So I decided to go outside. Sorry if you'd rather be inside. Be outside. Just a fair warning. I'm still sick. BGM's loud. Okay. Well, the BGM will soon be sweet Gears music, so you'll have to help me level that one out too once I start that. Is BGM better now? BGM a little bit better? Yeah, fair warning, I am Wiz, thank you for the gift subs. Thank you so much. And Kat, thank you for the subscription earlier. I am a little bit sick. I made a joke like a week ago. Because I wanted to watch Gamescom opening night live, and I haven't watched it yet, so nobody spoil anything. I haven't watched it yet. So I was joking in the Discord. I was like, oh, I guess I'm gonna be sick next week. Like as I'm gonna dodge work. I'm gonna be sick and dodge work so I can watch Gamescom opening night live. And I was like a little bit better yesterday, but I was starting to feel kind of rough. And I did wind up going to work, but I felt okay in the morning, so I went to work, and then while I was at work, I was like, hi, I feel a little funny. And then on my drive home, I was like, I feel really funny. And then I got home and I just felt really bad. And I think I was still gonna stream Sly, because honestly, like, I'm gonna be completely 100% real with you. If I wasn't streaming, I would be sitting up and playing games anyway. So the only difference between me streaming and not streaming, usually when I'm sick, is whether I have an audience for it or not. So I was gonna stream anyway, but the thing that made me decide, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this, is I put on Koro-san to eat dinner too, and I was watching her, and I was like, wow, this is so nice. And then all of a sudden I was waking up. And like 40 minutes had passed, and I was like, and I didn't remember feeling tired. I didn't remember falling asleep. Like all of a sudden I was waking up, and I was like, maybe I should not stream tonight. Maybe I should lay down. And also I'm having like joint pains too, which is the worst. It's the worst. Like my knees and elbows, my back and stuff all hurt. Like the muscle pain, like the sick type of muscle and joint pain. So I was like, I don't really want to sit up with all this pain. And if I can't stay awake watching Koto-san in like a very normal situation, I feel like I'm gonna start streaming and be like, guys. I did not fall into my bowl of soup. What did I even eat? What did I eat? Oh, I picked up Thai food on the way home. So I ate my noodles, but then as soon as I finished my noodles, I just immediately fell asleep. But yeah, then I was like, oh well, like since I'm not streaming, I'll lay down and watch Barry's birthday. And I was like so nervous about my wood burning thing coming up, so I was like running on nerves. And then the second she saw it and like moved on to the next thing, I immediately fell asleep. I like post it. I was like, yay guys, this is the thing that I was working on, and just immediately fell asleep with my phone in my hand, and I woke up this morning with my phone still in my hand, and I was like, nice. So things are going well is what I'm saying. Let's see. Yeah, I was just like, I don't know, I was so tired. But I did get to sleep in a little. I worked from home today because I was like, I don't know if I should be driving right now. So I worked from home today, but I'm still feeling pretty sick, so I'll probably like call out tomorrow maybe. Polly, thank you for the subscription. I'll probably call out tomorrow. So Jeff Keighley still managed to make me sick. I just like that I was joking about it last week, and then I got sick for real. I willed it into existence. I didn't mean to. I just wanted to see. I mean, I'm not expecting like a ton of. I'm not expecting. I mean, nothing. I'm gonna be real. Nothing is going to be the Xbox, the 2024 not E3 Xbox conference ever again. Like, I don't know how it possibly could be. It was like, it was designed in a lab to just like repeatedly just RKO me into the ground. So I'm not expecting anything like that, but I'm still pretty excited to watch it. I'm excited to see my boy Jeff. My boy Heffrey. What was the other? Do we know when the next Nintendo Direct is? It's probably like a really dumb question. Cause like, who would know? But I feel like there's always leakers who are like, there's gonna be one in September, or there's gonna be one in October. They usually have one in September? Okay. I don't know why I'm so like jazzed about the next Nintendo Direct. Maybe it's because I feel like they're finally gonna show the next console. You keep manifesting things into existence whenever these game comes from. That's my power. My power is manifesting. It's because I do dumb shit like buying a Japanese copy of Dragon Age and drawing satanic symbols on top of it. That's the trick. That's the trick, you see. Well, it's all about quantum entangling, really. If there's something you want, you just have to, like, attach yourself to it in as many ways as possible. That's why I always play Mass Effect before, like, on the day of any games conference, I play Mass Effect. Even if it's just, like, one mission, like a side mission, I play it so that I can quantumly entangle it to get the next one faster. That's the trick. They did do one for the Nintendo Museum. I saw that. That looks really cool. Did I tell you guys about when I visited Nintendo? When I was doing my stint in Washington for a little bit. I don't know if I might have mentioned it, but I have some friends who work there, and so I didn't want to be like a pain in the butt, and so I never asked. I was not like, no, I want to see everything, show me around, or but there was one day where one of my friends was like, oh, Maple, you haven't visited Nintendo yet, and usually like when people come out here, I like to bring them in because there's like a store on campus, and their cafeteria has pretty good food, and so I like to bring people here for lunch, and they have like a little kind of mini museum set up that guests can see. And I was like, yeah, I want to come see Nintendo. And I think I actually sent Kuruko the pictures because there's like a PD piranha in the lobby, and I was like, check this shit out. But so I went to have lunch and stuff with some of my friends, and they had their boss actually came down to have lunch with us, because they were like, oh, you know, Maple used to work in games, but she left, and they were like, you'd like her, and you should come meet her, and so their boss came down. I'd never met this person before, and I was really nervous, and so he sat down at the table and was like, do you have any questions for me? And I was like, yeah, how do you get a job here? And immediately I was like, shut up, Maple, stop talking. And then he was like taken aback by such a bold question. And so he was like, oh, and he was like giving me his story, and I was like, oh, that's very cool. And he was like, so do you have like a favorite Nintendo property or character or anything? And I was like, I like Green Mario and Bone Yoshi. Oh no, it wasn't. I said I like Bone Yoshi, and he just nodded uncomfortably, and then he got me like this nice little, it was like a bookmark thing that they had as a like giveaway for something. He was like, oh, you can have this, we have this leftover from this promotion, it had Luigi on it. I was like, oh, it's Green Mario, and he just looked like, I don't know if I'm supposed to correct her. He looked like, is she an idiot? Is she joking? I don't want to be wrong. But they have like a little like mini museum thing. It's like right past the lobby. It's not like deep in it. They keep all of the. I always joke that my friends who work at Nintendo, it's literally like working with like agents from an enemy government. Because they're so specific about OPSEC, and like the employees are trained so thoroughly in OPSEC that they like speak in code about anything that has to do with their job. So obviously there's nothing like confidential inside of peasants like me, but they have a neat little museum, and it has like all the old consoles, so it basically has like a Nintendo through the years sort of thing. And it actually has all of the variations of each console. So like the Game Boy section is really cool because it has just all of these like weird variations. And so like, yeah, I'd say like the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, GBA, DS, etc. section was like really neat because there's just so many variations that they have on display. And so I thought that was really cool. And I was like freaking out over some of the ones that because I have like all of the Pikachu consoles except for N64. That's like the only one I'm missing. And so I was like, oh, my Pikachu, there's my other Pikachu, here's my third Pikachu. But at the end we were talking, because I think I went when I think it was the direct where they'd announced 007 or GoldenEye. It was the direct where they'd announced GoldenEye coming to Nintendo Switch Online. And he was like, oh yeah, he was like, what do you think of the direct? And I was like, oh my god, it was amazing. I was like, I have one thing. I have one piece of feedback I need to offer you. And he was like, go on. And I was like, why did you guys, and this was before Metroid Prime 4 like got the announcement, way before. I was like, why did you have someone with a Metroid icon recording the footage for GoldenEye? I was like, and if you couldn't change the icon to not be Metroid, why didn't you cover that shit up? And he was like, I know. He was like, everyone realized it like as soon as it happened that we were. Because you know, when you're on Nintendo Switch Online, it always shows your like player icon up in the left-hand corner, and for some reason it was like the Samus S, and everyone in the chat was like, Prem4! And then it was GoldenEye, and I was like, oh no. Yeah, I was like, this is my most scathing feedback. He was like, heard, Jeff. But yeah, it was really cool. It was the Nintendo Museum. That's how I got on that. We got debated, yeah. But no, like I want to visit the Nintendo Museum, but I kind of hope that they have like, I don't know. They had like all of this different information and stuff in the one on their campus, and I was like, this is amazing, and I want this. I want this in a museum. So I'm hoping that I haven't watched that direct yet, but I'm hoping they do something like that, because it's so cool. Just like seeing all the old stuff is super cool. What was I? Ah! We're here for gears. We're here for years. I need to sleep. I need to have a game conference movie night on Discord. Yeah, I need to. I'm just like, I'm already excited for next year's E3 because it went so well for me this year. I mean, like, the Xbox conference was. Every time I think about it, I get like a heart palpitations. Because not E3, yes, not E3. It's just like I got new Doom, I got Dragon Age, I got E-Day, I got everything. I got this. I felt so spoiled the whole time. I'm still like running on that high. I finally watched the Veilguard launch date trailer. And I liked it more than their E3 trailer, but maybe they were just like sandbagging. They were saving it for now because now I'm all jazzed. Except now, of course, all the YouTube videos are coming out with people who have played Dragon Age for like 30 hours who are like, here's all the things you missed from the trailer. Here's all of the lore bits you may have missed in the trailer. And it's like, did you see Harding did this? And I'm like, yeah, she explicitly says it in the trailer. And then some of them were wrong. I was going crazy. There was a guy who was like, there's a griffin in the trailer. For those of you who don't know, griffins are extinct in the Dragon Age universe. So how did it get here? My personal theory is it came out of an alluvian. And I was like, it's literally in the fucking books. It's in the books. It's in Dragon Age, The Last Flight, the book.
Nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
That was me to this YouTube man. I was like, it's in the book! Read the books! I mean, I know that not everybody has time to read the books, but it's literally on the wiki. Like, you can wiki it. If you wiki griffins and Dragon Age, it's on the fucking wiki page. Just look on the wiki page. And so it was like, he was like, oh, I think it came out of an alluvian and it somehow stayed alive in there. I was like, no, there were eggs. There were eggs that were in stasis and they used magic to unstasis them. And that's how they got it. It came from Weishaupt, not the alluvians. I'm going insane. Anyway, we need to get to Gears before I have like an actual meltdown on stream about. And so then Kuduko, of course, not missing a beat, started like immediately sent me another video. She was like, here's another video for you to be mad at. And I got like 7 minutes in and I was like, I can't watch this anymore. And you realize, wow, I need to get a life. What if Dragon Age is my life? Nothing will ever change that. Alright. We're here for Gears. Gets immediately sidetracked by Dragon Age. They're all angels. They're all angels. I love all of them. They're all my bebés. Go read all the volumes before you try to take Maple on content farmers. That's true. I'll farm them for content. I'll farm the hearts from within their chests for content. Alright, you guys are gonna need to tell me how the volume is on my Gears music. Let's see. Let me know how that is, volume wise. I'll talk for a little bit before we start, just so we can get the volume locked in. I know this first track is kind of quiet. But yeah, I mean, and then I know it's like, Maple, just make your own content if you're gonna bitch about other people's videos. But it's like, I don't. These people have like editors. These people have like editors and scripts. I ain't got time for that. This stream's gonna go really well tonight. I ain't got time for that. I'm playing video games instead. On stream 90% of the time. It's pretty good. Okay. Let's see. Of course, thank you for the subscription. What, did it offer you Apple TV or whatever? Tonight we are gaming. Don't pass out on stream, please. I'll only pass out because of how much I love Gears of War. Okay, it's good. Nice. Were you a part of a panel about baby girls? No, I wasn't on the panel. I was in the audience. I'm not brave enough to be on a panel. That would make me pass out. I am just now getting brave enough to like reach out to people. So let's start. Let's meet me where I am. Even now. Well, I must have said something. Maybe I didn't say anything because I was like really freaking out about it. Is some like very nice Gears boys. When I posted the video of my reaction to E-Day and how I like knew it was E-Day before it popped up on the screen. And I actually got tweeted at by, I believe he's like the current lore keeper for the coalition. And I think he does like their community management stuff as well. And of course he's a lore keeper, so I'm like, I kneel, King. But he tweeted at me and was like, this is one of the best reactions I've seen. And I was like, I'm going to pass out. And I was like, it took me like 24 hours to compose a response because I was like, how do I say thank you? I love your work like a normal person. we gonna play the Gears XCOM game too? I'd like to, actually. I'd like to. Just get Kuda to go in a Discord call, talk about lore, and record it, cut relevant info out of the 3-hour rant for a video. That would probably be smart, but I get so sidetracked even when I'm doing that. Maple streams. Maple, you mean people are watching me? It's different. This is my mango box. I'm in my mango box right now. But yeah, he was like super nice, and so I got tweets from other people too who were like Gears, like, I don't think they were content creators, but they were like Gears, definitely like Gears boys, and they were like, this is great. They were like, if you don't bring this energy to E-Day, I don't even wanna know you. And I was like, oh my god, everyone's so nice. But I was very like shy about it. And yeah, it took me forever to respond because I was like, oh my god, I was like, my immediate instinct is to respond like in all caps, like, "Thank you, King." And I was like, I need a minute to calm down and respond like a human. All right, so we're gonna run through. So we're gonna run through the same lore that I did for the first game, but I'm gonna do the first part really fast because I've already given it to you a couple times, and I'm really gonna focus on. I'll get into it. I'll focus on it when I get into it. And the timeline. Maybe that's the reply they wanted. She's like, "This moose is yelling at me." On twitter.com. Alright, so Gears takes place on the planet Sarah. Sarah has kind of an Earth-like atmosphere in a lot of ways. It's mostly hospitable, very diverse. Big difference is that days and years are slightly longer. It is a 26-hour day, so you can see the clocks actually have 13 hours on them, and the years are slightly longer. I want to say it's like 430 some odd days, something like that. It's a little bit longer, so it's not Earth, but very similar looking and feeling to Earth. The thing about Sarah is that it is a very turbulent history among the humans on the planet. It has been long consumed by war. For over a millennia, humans were warring, and in that time, they almost destroyed humanity and even the planet itself. So while much of history and weapons from that period of war are lost now, there's still like big craters on some of the battlefields from that time to kind of show how bad it was and how much things were escalating. And it's now known as the Age of Armageddon. Humanity kind of came together and was like, we are about to snuff ourselves out. Let's not do this anymore. So they came together to turn their backs on war, and they entered into an age known as the Age of Silence, where conflicts were overwhelmingly resolved peacefully, and there was a lot of like social pressure to keep things peaceful, to keep humanity around. So that's why the men are built like trucks. That's actually mostly their armor is why they're built like trucks. Is they kind of get into it in the books a little bit about like how clunky the boots feel and how it makes them walk funny because they're so big. One thing that's different from Earth on Sarah is a substance called emulsion. So during the Age of Silence, when everyone was solving things peacefully, everyone entered into a global energy crisis. And there was a lot of issues of how are we gonna power things? Where's this gonna go? The global energy crisis came to an end with the discovery of the light mass process. It's a scientific process that allows for the creation of near limitless energy from emulsion. Until then, emulsion had mostly been known as like a useless resource that was found in the Hollow. The Hollow is a big system of caves underneath the planet's surface. So for a long time, scientists were basically like, what is it? Like, emulsion is kind of weird. It's like a scientific oddity. It's not really useful to us. We're going to ignore it. And then somebody basically figured out how to turn it into like super fuel. The thing is that emulsion reserves are not spread evenly around the planet. And so some countries had a ton of emulsion beneath the surface and some did not. And so some were able to quickly resolve their energy crises and start selling off their emulsion reserves for a steep price because everyone wants it. And some countries were left basically destitute and without energy. And thus the Age of Silence comes to an end. So this leads to the formation of the COG and the UIR. The imbalance of energy and economic power leads to a global financial collapse, and military action revs up between the group of countries with access to emulsion, the Coalition of Ordered Governments, aka the COG, and the alliance of the countries without, the Union of Independent Republics, aka the UIR, also known as Indies. The UIR attempts to seize a source of emulsion from the cog, and that kicks off the Pendulum Wars, the forbidden juice. The Pendulum Wars are a 79-year global conflict between the cog and the UIR. So basically the entire world is at war. And it's over the control of their emulsion reserves. Throughout the war, humanity sees great scientific growth as both new weapons are needed for the war and governments struggle to deal with rust lung, an ailment that primarily shows in miners who work in the emulsion mines. So basically miners are popping up sick with some bad symptoms, and scientists are like, well, it's gonna suck if we can't mine this infinite source of energy without it. Ooh, it's getting a little loud. Without people getting sick. So let's try and figure out how to get ahead of this thing. So there's a lot of scientific advancements in this time. During Years of Gore 2. Beetle, thank you for the subscription. So during the Pendulum Wars, all of this scientific, technological progress is going on. The COG receive intel that the UIR have developed a weapon of mass destruction known as the Hammer of Dawn, and they determine that it cannot be allowed to exist in enemy hands. COG soldier Marcus Phoenix and his squad mate and friend, well, later squad mate, but longtime friend Dominic Santiago, make names for themselves as part of the operation to not only steal the technology, but obliterate all traces of it from UIR intelligence. Marcus's scientist father, Adam Phoenix, completes the Hammer of Dawn from the intelligence, and the sheer power of the weapons forces the UIR into peace negotiations. So basically, they get the Hammer of Dawn, and once it's complete, they blow up like 4 battleships. Like all at once in front of the UIR, and the UIR is like, so let's talk. So I'll get a little bit more into this later.
You're getting 7 across the ass.
That was the cog to the UIR. But the basically so between Gears 1 and 2 is a book. So there's a bunch of Gears books. Let me back up. There's a bunch of Gears books. Most of them take place within the timeline. There are some that come after 3 and are lead up and into 4. But they're spread out unevenly, so there's only one book between Gears 1 and 2. Books of War, the sacred tomes. And so the book that comes between Gears 1 and 2 is called Aspho Fields. Aspho Fields is where Operation Leveler took place, and the book is basically split half and half between what happens between Gears 1 and 2, which I'll get into later in the presentation, and also it flashes back to Operation Leveler to give more of a background to some of the characters who were there, and introduces you to some of the characters that you'll meet in Gears 2. So the war ends in the face of the COG's overwhelming military advantage. Thanks to the Hammer of Dawn, the COG effectively rules most nations on the planet for about 6 weeks. And then E-Day happens. After a mere 6 weeks of peace, the Locusts erupt from under the ground in a planet-wide coordinated attack known as Emergence Day, or E-Day. Most major cities are hit and wiped out, with one significant outlier being Jacinto, a city built on a thick layer of bedrock that proved too much for the Locusts to break through. So in this initial attack on E-Day, when the Locusts come up, about 25% of humanity is killed. Easy day. The COG immediately mobilizes to fight against the new threat. It doesn't go super well. The Locusts continue to take human cities and capture them. And they realize that as the Locusts are capturing human cities, they're capturing their technology, which Locust can then kind of reverse engineer into making their own stuff or just use it against humans in general. So the new chairman of the COG, Richard Prescott, decides, okay, well, we have the Hammer of Dawn. These things are all over the planet, overrunning everything. I'm just gonna use the Hammer of Dawn on the entire world. This is what the Tremors movie series is based on. So the Hammer of Dawn is basically a targeting system. Like, you point the gun at something, but it requires having a satellite above you that can then fire a giant orbital laser down. So he basically uses giant satellite orbital lasers on the entire surface of the planet when all you have is a hammer. Yeah, he nuked the world. He gives 3 days of warning for anybody outside of Jacinto, the Jacinto Plateau. He's like, hey, you have 3 days, make it to the Jacinto Plateau or you're getting fried. And then he basically says, if you can't make it to the Jacinto Plateau the next 3 days, thank you for your sacrifice. So the strikes annihilate 90% of the planet's surface, cause millions of deaths, and they obviously do a ton of damage to the environment as well, because they really take out like a lot of things on the planet's surface that cannot be easily replaced. Following the strikes, many survivors begin to resent the COG. So people did survive, people who were able to avoid the strikes or who were able to find some kind of shelter and survived. They now hate the COG for obvious reasons. These survivors became known as the Stranded. The war with the Locusts continued to rage on. About 10 years into the fighting, the Locusts reached the COG capital of Ephyra on the Jacinto Plateau. An evacuation and attempted resistance are mounted by the COG. So they get to this really important city on the Jacinto Plateau and start to overrun it. Marcus Phoenix, formerly a big hero in Operation Leveler in Asphalt Fields, is assigned to help deal with the Locust incursion into Ephyra. But he gets word that his dad, Adam Phoenix, is in danger. He abandons his mission in order to try and go rescue his dad, which results in basically the fall of Ephyra and the Locust overrunning Ephyra and a lot of people dying. Despite that, he fails to rescue his dad, and he winds up court-martialed by the COG for dereliction of duty. He receives 40 years in prison, and the news that his father didn't make it. So then 4 years pass while he's sitting in prison, and then the Locust forces encroach on the prison's position. So that is where Gears 1 starts. Is Marcus has been rotting in prison for 4 years, and then Dom shows up. So Dom Santiago, Marcus's old friend, breaks Marcus out of Jacinto Maximum Security Prison as a Locust incursion approaches against Colonel Hoffman's orders. So Colonel Hoffman was in charge of the mission that Marcus basically abandoned, and then when he gave Marcus the business afterwards, Marcus beat the shit out of him. Hence the 40 years in prison. But Dom breaks Marcus out, basically says, we need him to fight the Locust, he's important. His hand's a little bit forced by the desperation of the situation, so Hoffman reinstates Marcus and allows him to embark on the mission to find Alpha Squad and the resonator that they're carrying. They go on to rescue, to find Alpha Squad. Marcus and Dom meet up with members of Alpha Squad, including Augustus Cole Train and Damon Baird. And a Locust General Rom appears to kill Delta's squad leader, Kim. Marcus is put in charge of the squad at that point, and it's made up of the 4 surviving members of the rescue mission. So the squad, Marcus Phoenix, Dominic Santiago, Augustus Cole Train, and Damon Baird, are your boys for the rest of the game and the rest of the series. and they all get together and they get the resonator. They then go down into the tunnels with the resonator in order to deploy it. But after they deploy it, the team learns that the pulse was too weak and it barely did anything. Like, it did not map the tunnels for the bomb like it was supposed to. Luckily, Baird had kind of stumbled on a device earlier, a device that he picked up and hacked because he's a smart boy. He picked up and hacked a device, and he was like, yeah, there's just like a map, a giant, nearly complete map of the tunnels in this thing. He uploads it to COG Intelligence, and they trace the origins of the data back to the home of Marcus's dad, Adam Phoenix. So they head back to Marcus's childhood home, the Phoenix estate, because Marcus is a fancy rich boy. And they find a hidden lab in the basement. Once they get down there, they download a complete version of the map. Marcus and Dom are able to board the train holding the light mass bomb. They upload the map data to the bomb before it plummets into the tunnels and explodes, taking out a lot of locusts along with it. Truly the Triple H of Gears. So a lot of what you get out of the book Asso Fields is a lot of character background. So kind of people's deal. You get a lot of insights into what they're really like, what their motivators are, what they're all about, and you also get introduced to some new characters, and you get a little bit of a bridge between the first and the second game, like how they wind up where they wind up. So starting with the boy, the protagonist, the main protagonist, Marcus Phoenix. He's the son of two famed COG scientists, Adam and Elaine Phoenix. Adam was more of a weapons developer, and Elaine was more of a biologist. So she did a lot of research into the creatures of the Hollow, the creatures who lived in the tunnels before the Locust emerged. She did a lot of research down there. And that's actually eventually where she died. She died when Marcus was pretty young doing research in the tunnels, but his dad tried to hide it from him and just kind of pretended that his mom had left them for a while because he didn't know how to break that to Marcus. He's still, they have like a tough relationship. As a child, Marcus spent most of his time with Carlos Santiago, Dom's brother. So basically Marcus meets Carlos in school. And so when Marcus is a kid, when Marcus is a baby, he's like a certified fancy boy. Like he is said to have a posh accent. Like when the book is in Carlos's POV when they're kids, he's like, this kid he has like a posh accent. He's super fancy. He's like very well mannered. Like Marcus was a fancy lad, yeah. But Carlos is kind of like, there's something about this kid that's interesting, and I feel like I need to, not let the other kids rag on him too hard. And Marcus kind of shows himself to be a really interesting person, so him and Carlos get really close. A little lad who loves berries and cream, yeah. So him and Carlos are like best friends, pretty much brothers. And Marcus spends more time at the Santiago household than at his own household as a kid. He's basically the third Santiago brother. Carlos and Marcus join the COG. They join the military together, and he basically, they're just brothers to the end. Unfortunately, Carlos dies during Operation Leveler. He does kind of a stupid maneuver that he shouldn't have done and gets trapped on a bridge. And he's pretty much done for, but Marcus is like, no, that's my brother. I'm not gonna let him go out like that. And he's trying to go get Carlos, but like Carlos knows that if Marcus comes to get him, Marcus will get killed because there's like a lot of snipers and a lot of fire and stuff like that. So Carlos winds up pulling a pin on a grenade to basically make it so that Marcus cannot come get him. But basically Carlos's like dying words are like, take care of Dom, like take care of my brother. And so obviously Marcus takes that very much to heart and is very committed to taking care of Dom. Another thing is that like Marcus is a crazy person. And in Operation Leveler, he steals an enemy vehicle and just like drives it off and uses it to destroy all of the other enemy vehicles because they're all like, what is happening right now? Marcus just like GTAs an enemy vehicle and just friendly fires everyone to death. So he's like very much like considered a war hero from that, but then kind of falls from grace when he abandons his mission later. So his boy and Carlos's little brother, Dominic Santiago, like his brother, he's a longtime friend of Marcus. He grew up looking up to both him and his older brother Carlos. He joined the military soon after they did, but whereas they went and became Gears, he entered into the elite commando program. So he has like a lot more like survival skills, and he's kind of like a spec ops type of guy. One of the other, he kind of always wanted to join, and he wanted to be together with Carlos and Marcus, but the other reason he joined is because he knocked up his girlfriend. He knocked up his girlfriend when they were teenagers, and he was like, I gotta get ahead of this thing. So they get married, and he basically joins the COG as soon as he can to start providing. She immediately gets pregnant again with a second kid. That's a pro gamer move. She immediately gets pregnant with a second kid again. Everyone is like, Dom, you guys need to find another hobby. But he has his wife at home with his kids, even though he's like 17 when his second kid is on the way. Unfortunately, though, on E-Day, both of his kids are killed in the initial Locust invasion, and his wife disappears. So both of his kids die, and his wife goes missing. So that's why in the first game he's going around saying like, "Hey, have you seen a woman who looks like this? Have you seen anyone named Maria?" That's his wife. So he's basically like, I know I lost my kids, but my wife is still out there somewhere, and like, I want to get her back. I want my family back. Another something I forgot to mention about Marcus is he's weirdly like science smart because of his parents. And so that's why there's a lot of scenes where he'll just kind of bust out with science facts. Like something will happen and he'll give like a scientific explanation for like, oh yeah, like you don't want to fly over an area where methane gas is coming out because it lowers the density of the air and the raven will fall. And Dom is always like, why do you know all of this? It's because Marcus is like a science boy. Then he ends up in Silent Hill. Fun fact, Shadow the Hedgehog was based on Tom. They both have waifus named Maria who died and shoot a lot of aliens. Locusts aren't aliens, though that is a rumor in the game among some of the gears. They're like, I bet it came from the moon. My husband, the #1 boy. Damon Baird. Baird was born into an affluent family. He was really into like engineering and machines from an early age. He really wanted to attend school to develop his engineering and science know-how, but his family was like, you are not getting any of our money unless you go into the military. This is kind of like, it's kind of implied that his mom was like, you want to be an engineer? You want to be a layman? It's beneath you. Like, we're gonna punish you by making you join the military. How many wealthy science boys are in this squad? I'd say it's like 2 and 2. Like I feel like Dom and Cole are a little bit more like salt of the earth lads who just kind of had like more normal families. And were, other than Cole going on to become like a famous thrashball star. So Dom's probably the most low-key, but both Marcus and Baird are kind of science-y boys. Baird is more of a machine boy and Marcus is a science-y boy. But they're both science-y boys. Are the locusts strictly evil, or do we ever get guilt-tripped by being shown a locust bug family life? No locust lore yet. You'll get some in this game. You'll get some locust lore. So as shown in the first game when he just like hacked a random thing he found, Baird is extremely intuitive with machines, even those he has no prior knowledge of. So he's able to like fix cars and stuff even if he's never done it before. He's also, a lot of characters note that he's really good at thinking like a grub. Like, he's really good at getting in the minds of Locust. And he's always like, they don't think like us, they think differently, but he's good at kind of getting in there and predicting what they're gonna do. So he's really integral when Locusts have strategies that are not well understood. He's pretty good at helping read into it before it's too late. Bug thoughts. And then Augustus Coltrane. So Coltrane is his nickname from when he was a thrashball star. I think it's Bernie who calls him the ultimate team player. So before E-Day, he was a star thrashball player. He was really popular and really successful at that. But basically on E-Day, his family was all killed in E-Day, and he's just like, all right, well, I need to deal with that. And so he goes and he joins up with the COG and joins the military after his family is killed by the invasion. When he joins the military, recruitment shoots way up because he's so popular. He's so like popular and well loved. Zooty, thank you for the subscription. What even is a thrash ball? It's basically football. American football. But yeah, so recruitment shoots up because he's so popular and well loved. A bunch of people join up basically because he joins up. May I ask what the Coltrane runs on? He runs on whole grain, baby. Woo. He's noted as being a natural leader. He's really good at keeping squad morale up in any situation. He's like endlessly positive, even when people are really scared and freaked out. He's really good at kind of hyping them up. He's really good at being just a general team player and supporting his bros. Because he's so good at both combat and at keeping morale up, he's been offered promotions multiple times, and he always turns them down. He's basically like, stripes don't mean anything now. And is that a real quote? What, that he runs on whole grain? Oh, you'll see. Yeah, he's basically like, stripes don't mean anything in the world anymore. And he's like, whether I'm, you know, whether I get a promotion or not, that doesn't affect how many locusts I can kill. So keep your promotion. I really don't need it. So he's still a private, even though he's like beloved and well renowned. He's a classic soldierman who actually has a basis for his riz. Yeah. So even though he lost his entire family in the locust invasion, he still writes letters to his mom because there's a lot that he wanted to say to her that he never got to say to her before she passed away. So he's just like a very good boy, a super positive boy who's hurting, but he's always putting the squad first. Fuck the comfy chair, I want to squish some bugs. Victor Hoffman, he's an aging colonel. He's pretty old by Gear's standards. He's kind of a Gear from another era, because a lot of his service was in the Pendulum Wars. So he's still kind of used to the way that warfare is quote unquote supposed to work. He's also a big part of Operation Leveler. And it talks a lot in the book about how he kind of struggled with why, because they're going after scientists, obviously, who are building the weapon. He's like, to me, these are civilians, they're not combatants, and I don't feel good about this. So he has a lot of stuff wrapped up in like, this is how you do war. Which obviously does not work against the Locusts. The Locusts are very inhuman and do not care for rules, so he still kind of struggles with that. He was the one who ordered them to leave Marcus behind in prison, but he winds up regretting that. They've kind of come to an understanding about it. Basically, when the prison got evacuated, he was like, no, Marcus has to do his time. And then he's like, why did I do that? It's like, Marcus is a good dude. He's made a mistake. A lot of people died, and I'm pissed about that, but it wasn't right that I did that. And so he actually apologizes to Marcus, and Marcus is basically like, it's fine. I get it. Like, I left somebody behind too when I shouldn't have, which is about Carlos. And so they kind of have reached an understanding after the tenseness of the whole 40-year prison sentence, etc. He is a very like hands-on colonel. He never asks his Gears to do anything he wouldn't do himself. He is a big part of the operation that happens between Gears 1 and 2. And he gets injured during it and is kind of pissed off because he's like, is this because I'm old? Am I not useful anymore? These young guys are worth like 10 of me. What am I doing? Like, am I really fit to lead if I can't do what I'm asking them to do, basically? So he struggles a lot with that. Another thing, a reason why he's like a super cool boy, is he got his promotion off of Operation Leveler, because it was a big success for the military, stealing the Hammer of Dawn. The thing was that a big part of his squad for Operation Leveler was actually foreign combatants. So there are other countries that aren't really COG or UIR. They're kind of, I don't want to say neutral, because it's not so much that they choose neutrality. They're just like, we aren't part of either of these groups and we don't want to have anything to do with it. Like, we have our own stuff going on, and you guys fight over there and please leave us out of it. Free agents, yeah. But there were cases where people from those kind of outside nations would join up with one or the other, mostly for like ideological reasons. Like Ty Kaliso, who we'll get to later, winds up joining. He's from the islands, but he winds up joining the COG because the UIR did a lot of damage and killed a lot of people in his village on the islands, and so he's basically like, enemy of my enemy. Like, I'm gonna go with the COG because I hate these guys. And so that's so Hoffman's squad in Operation Leveler is made up of quite a few quite a few third-party combatants called Pasangas. And they're like really well trained. They have kind of a unique fighting style. They're a little bit more like knife based. But some of them die on the mission, and a lot of them kind of sacrifice themselves to help others. And he submits their names for awards. Basically, it's called the Embry Star. The Embry Star is like a really high achievement in the COG military. So he submits their names for the Embry Star because he's like, yeah, these guys showed a lot of bravery. They fought for us. They sacrificed themselves for us. And he basically gets told, non-COG soldiers are not eligible for the Embry Star. And he's like, go fuck yourself. So when he gets the promotion, and the big important guy goes to like shake his hand and congratulate him on his big victory, and he basically says, yeah, I accept this star on behalf of all of my Pasanga allies who fought and died in this mission with me. And he refuses to shake the guy's hand, and he's like, well, I'm never getting a promotion again, but that's fine. And then he sends like all of the money that he gets for the award to the widows of his Pasanga allies, and is just generally like, he's very much like an honor boy. He's like, if you are a cool dude, then I'm gonna be cool to you. Like, another thing, I don't know, I like Hoffman. So another thing is, there's a soldier in Operation Leveler. He's not even a soldier, he's a civilian. He's a security guard civilian, guarding the facility that they're breaking into, who figures out that they're getting invaded, sneaks down to a kind of a little hidden area, and uses a spotlight to basically Morse code to the outside world what's going on and what's happening, and it gets them caught and kind of messes up the operation a little bit. And he kills the guy, but he then basically gets a description of him and sends this letter out to the UIR and is like, I don't know who this guy was, but he was super brave. Like, please, make sure to honor him for this super brave act that he did, and make sure that his family is taken care of. So he just like, he's kind of a dude who just like respects like bravery and honor no matter what side you're on. And that's why he does not like Locust, because he's like, these guys suck. You sound like you're saying Bazinga allies. No. Pasanga. My girl. So Bernadette Mataki, aka Bernie. She's a pretty old gear by Sarah standards. Baird calls her Granny. Cole calls her Boomer Lady. She is a crack sniper with decades of experience. She served alongside Marcus, Carlos, and Dom and Hoffman during Operation Leveler. She was the only other person who was there for Carlos's death. So basically just her and Marcus knew what happened to Carlos. She was considering shooting him to put him out of his misery, but she couldn't do it. And then he, like I said, pulled the pin in his grenade and did it himself. Kind of the whole experience gave her a really big protectiveness over both Marcus and Dom. She was really like moved by how Marcus was so devoted to Carlos, and then she felt guilty about what happened to him, and knowing that Dom was his brother. So she is a little bit motherly towards them. Glove. She disappears on E-Day because she's basically out. I think she might have been out on her native island when E-Day happens. But then she gets the call. They basically put out like a big recall, like, hey, everyone, all surviving gears, get in here, we need you. And she says, okay, well, they say they need me, I'm gonna get there. And she goes on a multi-year journey. A multi-year journey in order to basically rejoin back up. And so she rejoins back up right after Gears 1. She's our boss, yeah. She has to deal with a lot on her journey. She fights locusts. Stranded try to give her the business because she seems like an old lady. But she fights through a lot of people and goes through a lot of rough stuff in order to rejoin the COG. She's super cool. One of my favorite anecdotes about her is she is kind of musing on how COG recruiters are really good at pushing the right buttons to get people to join up. And she's like, yeah, my COG recruiter sucked. Because he just kind of came at me and was like, I bet a woman can't be a sniper. And she was like, so I joined up to prove him wrong. And then she's like, wait a minute. So it's recruiters depicted accurately. Yeah, she's like, wait a minute, did he play me? yeah, she got do it cowarded. So I love her. She's also, she loves Cole. She has a kind of rough relationship with Baird. Because he calls her Granny and she gives him the business. But she's basically has joined back up. Her and the next guy, you'll actually hear when they talk in the game, they have unique accents because the islands kind of have their own dialect, so they actually have different accents than the rest of the COG. Ty Caliso, he's an islander like Bernie, but he's like a particularly fierce gear. He's both known for being super fierce and super scary, but also he's very spiritual. So he kind of is very serious about respecting people, respecting the dead. He is very impacted by large amounts of death, and it kind of haunts him a little bit. He was also an Operation Leveler. He's then later reunited with Marcus and Dom multiple times throughout the Locust invasion. They've kind of intersected quite a bit, including one time in particular. He became the inspiration for the Lancer Mark II chainsaw. So before him, the Lancers, they're now called the Retro Lancer. They just had a blade on them like a bayonet. The chainsaw was something that Marcus and his dad put together after Marcus and Ty fought together. And Marcus got pinned by a locust, and Ty used a power saw to cut it in half. And Marcus was like, wait a minute. So he is the inspo for the chainsaw gun. But he's a cool dude. He does a lot of driving for the COG. This man was cooking. They basically talked me out of going for an officer position to get NCM position. Glad I backed out before I got logged in. Then she bought a 2010 Mustang with an 18% interest rate. I don't even want to talk about the amount of, like, chargers that I have to deal with on my way to work every day. So then Adam Phoenix, so this is Marcus's dad. Father of Marcus, Adam was a brilliant scientist. He struggled with being an emotionally unavailable father. Due to his work, Marcus was often left alone or with tutors. But he did develop a variety of weapons used in both the Pendulum Wars and then against the Locust. He is apparently killed during the Locust siege on Ephyra, during which Marcus abandons his mission in a rescue attempt. And then my girl, Anya Stroud. So she looks a little different. I think this is from the Ultimate Edition. But her look changes quite a bit through each of the games, so she'll probably look different in this one too. So Anya she's, as of right now, she's kind of like a backline support. She's great at logistics and strategy and coordination, communication. She deploys the jacks, the little robot boys, when she needs to. She's the daughter of a legendary major in the COG army. She's noted as being smaller than her mother in every way. Her mom is basically like a huge military legend. Like everyone knows who she is, and she's done a lot of stuff. Her mom, both her and her mom took part in Operation Leveler. Anya was on the radio doing support like she usually does. Her mom takes out one of the basically tanks that they're struggling with, but gets stuck on the tank after planting the explosives and winds up dying. And Anya hears all of it, and it's kind of like a big moment. And so she's very protective over the Gears who she supports on the radio. Her and Marcus are also very close, or they were very close, because they were two former lonely kids who were eclipsed by kind of legendary parents. But they lose touch when Marcus goes to prison. Apparently Anya was always writing him letters, but it seemed like someone was holding them and they were not getting to Marcus. So they never really got to connect while he was in prison, but now that he's out, they can talk again. But let's see. So basically, as far as plot, what you need to know from the books, there's a lot of this character information is like kind of from the books. You get a lot of this background in Asphofield, but as far as actually moving the plot forward, you get a look at Operation Leveler, which is really cool. But then basically a lot of the COG, my schmusic. Basically the Locust start to pop up and start making moves around a lot of the food production stuff that is what's keeping the COG going. And so they kind of gather up as many vehicles and as many gears as they can, and they head out to basically claim as much food as they can, a bunch of the production vats, like basically stuff like that. They're like, we need to secure our foodstuffs so that the Locusts can't either destroy it or cut off our supply lines. In the Hold on. Why does Papa Moose just know when I'm streaming? He's texting me about the pokeweed again. Checks his watch. He's like, it's time. She's online. I need to tell her about the pokeweed. But yeah, so everybody gets together and goes out to get as much of the food stuff back as possible. Bernie is there. Bernie takes part. Ty is there. All of our boys are there. Hoffman is there. Gets injured during the operation. It winds up pretty successful with some hiccups. But then the big thing is they're kind of like, yeah, like the locust. We've seen less locusts since the light mass went off. The light mass bomb went off. And so we don't know if they're kind of dwindling and done for. We don't really know what their play is here. We just are not sure, you know, what their strategy is. And every time like stranded or civilians ask Hoffman, like, hey, how is it over? Did we win? He's basically like, I don't know. Like, we set off the light mass bomb in the tunnels. It seems like it did something good, but we're just not sure yet. So then at the end of the book, they start to get reports of refugees coming from a certain area and avoiding a certain area because of flooding, and the boys get sent out in a Raven helicopter to check and see what's going on, see the extent of the flooding and what happened. So they head out to the area that the flooding was reported in, which is a city. They get there and the city is basically gone. Like, they can still see some of the buildings poking up out of this giant lake that's formed, so they know that the city was there. But it basically looks like it's been sunk into the earth and flooded. And the weird part about it is that it's perfectly circular. So it's like a perfect circle around the city, just like sunk it down and it flooded. And so that's kind of where the book leaves off, is they're like, what the hell happened? Like, how did this happen? What's going on? And so now, let me fire it up. Let me fire up the good stuff. Oh, I'm using my new capture card today. So if anything is wonky, I'm sorry in advance. It's brand new. Sorry in advance, it's brand new, but hopefully it'll work well. Let me see what Papa Moose said first. What did you say? Learned today that the pokeweed stems and leaves are edible and make a delicious poke salad. You just have to boil it 4 times and change the water between each boiling. I'm not gonna fucking eat these weeds! Stop trying to make me eat the weeds! Stop it! First he wanted me to eat the other weed, now he's like, I have figured out how to eat the pokeweed too. Don't worry. Don't worry, my beloved daughter. I'll make sure you can eat every weed in your yard. Papa Moose's salad maxing. Alright, there we go. Oh, let me turn off my tunes. My tunes! My tunes! Deleted scene coming soon. Are you sure? Actually, I think... Wonder why it says coming soon. I just installed this. Let me... Okay. He put his points into foraging. Yeah, Papa Moose is really naked snake maxing right now. He's like, but how does the weed taste? They must be cooking really hard for that deleted scene. Subathon goal of pokeweed salad win. I'm not gonna eat the fucking pokeweed. I'm gonna dry it out and throw it away like a normal person. Yeah, so in the first gears they only have casual and hardcore, and I was like, I've played it on hardcore, but I kind of, for my playthrough, if between those two modes, I'm gonna go for casual, but since we have normal mode now, I can do normal mode. Yosh. Yosh. Ridley, thank you for the subscription. Can you just burn it? I don't want to do that because I've heard that, because the oil's in it, if you burn it, like, that can be kind of shitty. Why would you dry it out? Because that gets rid of the oils that are the problem in it, and I don't want it to like rip through a trash bag or something of one of the garbage dudes and have it impact them. Throw it into the garbage. It literally takes nothing to dry it out. You just lay it at the edge of the woods for like a week. It's not a big deal. Calm down. Not eating the bounty of nature. Maybe Pop Moose is telling you this because he wants you to give him the weed. I feel like he would, if I showed up at his house with a bunch of pokeweed, he would be like, I told you to eat it. I don't want to eat it. Putting those Final Fantasy XI harvesting and cooking skills to use IRL. He has a cooking mule with maxed out cooking. He has a, I forgot what its name was. It had a really stupid name too, and I was like, why would you name it this? Yeah, I need to ask what its name was again. And I'll be like, oh, Papa Moose cringe. Could definitely dry it out in your tummy. Can we air fry the weed? No! No! We're not eating the damn weed!
It began, as always, with the desire for power. The need to conquer. The hunger to consume. Inevitably, this led to conflict. Humanity fought an endless battle against itself, until it was forced to unite against a power far greater than it had ever known. But even united, humanity left only destruction in its wake. Despite their best efforts at survival, the humans of Sierra continued to march blindly to their imminent doom, unaware that their misguided attempts at retaliation were only leading them ever closer to extinction. They had thought us crippled by their weapons of mass destruction. But to survive is to endure and prosper. And we have most certainly survived. Jacinto now stands as the last bastion of humanity. A final, desperate defense in the face of impossible odds. In a way, I pity them. But humanity, as always, brought this war upon itself.
Maybe if the cog had some pokeweed, they would be able to beat the locust. Only if they dry it out. Checkpoint already. Welcome to Delta, baby.
Never ends.
There's Anya. They're getting bolder. Those gears were guarding Pomeroy Depot.
Damn, that's just down the road.
Exactly. They're moving deeper every day.
At least we got reinforcements.
Yeah, but for how much longer?
Okay, I'm heading to the hospital now. I need to check on that lead.
Thanks, Anya. Good luck, all right?
Sergeant Phoenix! Are you Sergeant Phoenix? Delta Squad? I'm your new trainee.
And green as grass by the looks of it. Time to train the Rook?
We can skip training, right?
With the attacks at Pomeroy? Hell no, they need me on patrol, not training some jumpy kid.
Of course. I'll see you inside.
Private Ben Carmine, sir!
Ben!
Reporting for duty, sir!
Welcome to Jacinto, Private. Your first order is to guard this spot. You stay here until we get back from patrol.
But sir, there's nothing here to guard.
Sounds like a good first assignment to me. Stay put. We'll be back, kid.
I was screaming about Ben, but so his last name is Carmine. So he's the brother of the guy who took the headshot in the first game. But his name's Ben!
You still here?
Still here, Marcus. Tell Dom I may have a lead on his wife.
She is.
Anya, what'd you find?
A lead on a Jane Doe, but it doesn't look like she... I'll fill you in later, Dom. I have to get back to control.
All right, Anya. Good luck.
Damn it! Kill these goddamn grubs.
Let's move.
Hold on, let me... What's up? Wait, what? View your friends list and interact with friends. I just love this called What's Up. Hold on. Oh, you can turn the strong language off. Why are you playing Gears if you don't want strong language or gore? The controller settings, perhaps? Aha! I want to double invert, but will it change my aiming too? Oh, it does! I'd rather aim well. Do you want to play with the kids? Ben Barmine. I was gonna say, yeah, Ben is about to take on the army because I left him there alone. I know you can do it, Ben! Benjamin! There's Ty.
Ty, good to see you. What are we looking at?
Locust Raid, follow me.
That's so cool.
Locust got some serious sacks coming in here like this.
Doubt it has anything to do with courage. They just don't realize they've been sent on a suicide run.
Maybe they're just desperate.
What do you mean?
Maybe the light mass bomb hit them harder than we thought. Or maybe something else is going down in the hollow. I don't know.
Heads up, Delta. Some
you
of these
doing?
patients have rust lung.
Oh, rust lung. They have rust lung. I went that way, but can I go through these doors?
Okay, take position along these windows. I took the far side.
Sorry.
Okay, Delta, I'm back online. We have confirmed Locust presence in the hospital. I repeat, Locusts are in the hospital.
Was rust lung the thing the miners
well,
got?
now
Yes.
we've got a power outage, too.
I'm on it. I'll keep you posted. Control out.
Yes. Miners.
Hold fire till they're right below us. We want to get as many of them in the courtyard as we can.
Most of those supplies are actually fuel tanks, Delta. Part of the ambush.
Here they come. Get ready.
Game's a bit louder. Okay. I don't know if that's okay. Wait for him. Wait for him.
Now, shoot the tanks, down these bastards.
Yeah, eat that.
Control, where's the power?
Almost there, Delta. Got it. Door should be open now.
Thanks, Control. Delta out.
What'd you say these guys got?
Rust lung, emotion sickness. Cases have been popping up all over since the Light Pass bombing. It's a horrible way for a warrior to die.
Contagious?
They say it's not, but I'd keep my distance.
No argument here.
Like, as they say that, you just hear coughing. Oh, let's go. Let's go, Lore. Doctor's Journal. Dr. Nicolette Shannon. Dr. Merriweather mentioned that she's seen numerous patients exhibiting similar symptoms, even paranoia and aggression, but she appears to be less concerned than the rest of us. I'm starting to wonder whether her close ties to the COG administration could be affecting her judgment about the patient's welfare. Going to follow up on this with the director tomorrow. If we aren't taking care of our soldiers, who will? Oh, there's a open door over there too. Chotomate Tai. I need all the lore I can get. I need everyone to know. Welcome to Maple Academy. Hosted by Maple. Funded by Maple. Alumni Maple. Huh? Just grenades. Yeah, so there were COG tags in the first game. This game actually has, like, lore collectibles. So I have to keep my eye on the prize. Oh, look, 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 look! What the fuck? Where's the 13th hour? Where's the 13th hour? Where's the 13th? Why the fuck is the 4? The Call of Duty Black Ops 4? And where's the 13th hour? I'm going insane. I'm not wrong. It's officially in the lore that it's 26-hour days. I think they just were like, no one is gonna look at this clock as closely as this insane girl who's gonna be playing this in like 15 years. Maybe different regions have different days. No, it's a 26-hour day. Going insane. They're like, no one's gonna look at the clocks. No one's gonna look at the clock texture. I'm over here with a magnifying glass, like, ooh.
They're trying to fall back. Keep hitting them.
Fake fan. So true. Whoa. So true. Alright, he is the spice of death. One more with heal. I forgot that this one has achievement. Chivo combos on the side. I think I'm covering a lot of this. Who did that? Oops. Hammerverse. Useless to me.
Dom, Ty, take the other door.
Well, I want to take the other door in case there's more. Marcus. Oh, there's a whole downstairs too. Marcus. Marky Mark. Marky Mark, I'm freaking out about the 13-hour days. Also fix the clocks for E-Day. I'm gonna write a strongly worded letter about the 13-hour clocks. Be like, whoa! Be like, pushes up glasses. Excuse me! On the planet of Sarah, there's a 26-hour day, so all the clocks have 13 hours. As a real fan. As a real fan, I get to say what happens in the game. Oh, now I want to go up to the second floor to see if there's more. I'll be right back, guys. They're like, Marcus, god damn it. Stop looking at the floor. Stop being mad about the clocks. Be a normal boy. I'll look down and whisper, what the fuck was that and where did it come from? I'll look down and whisper no. What if it's 90 minutes in an hour? What if it's 100 minutes metric time? No, it's specifically 13 hours. What? More dial? Scared me!
Fire, there are peers and civilians in this building.
Sure! Wound walkers. Wound. Oh, did you see me flip the table? That was so cool.
Nice.
Nice. Gonna get you. Oh! Marcus. Marcus. What is this? Uh-oh. Not nice things are happening in here. It's all grenade. Whoa! Oh yeah, try it! Try me! I like how that guy hopped over and then thought better of it. Get you. Man, where's all the lore? You expect us to trust you now? Yeah, I'm DeGear's boy. Sarah Bend. Trash cans. I'm DeGear's boy. I know the Gears stuff. I don't know why the clocks are wrong. Everybody has to believe me. Kind of. Who's next? Okay, Grandma.
Primary blockade has been overrun. Repeat. Primary blockade has been overrun.
Grubs are likely to be in the streets around the hospital now, Delta. Get ready.
I hope Ben is okay. Benjamin. Benjamin, you can do it. I believe in you. Benjamin. Go to the cafeteria.
Take cover!
Delta's here.
Delta's here. But where's the lore? Where's the appropriate clocks? I know! I bet the locust broke in and swapped the clocks to confuse us. This is common. I shouldn't have come so close! Jacinto met. Yeesh! That's my lore.
Good to go.
I should have looked up a guide where it's all the collectibles so I wouldn't have to be a crazy person. Alright. Got pediatrics, surgery A, recovery room 1, surgery B in recovery room 2. Surgery B is looking fine. Surgery A it is. I'm gonna get my gallbladder out. Here's all my lore. Locust gaslights psych warfare by swapping all the clocks. It's the only thing that makes sense. There's no way they'd get it wrong. Not my gears, boys. I believe. I'm gonna get him. Oh, he's already did this. Feels. That didn't feel good. That wasn't what a warrior would do. Yikes! Well, they did. They
Control
won.
here, Delta. Locusts are outside of the hospital, taking position in the streets, requesting assistance.
Anya.
Roger, Control, we're on it.
This is Centaur 2-3, establishing position outside of the hospital.
Anya's Benjamin there? Is he okay? COG letterhead. To Dr. Nicolette Shannon. From COG headquarters for military operations. Subject: medical supplies urgent. Your request for additional medical supplies has been received. Due to recent locust incursions and the upcoming need for massive amounts of supplies during the land down assault, your request has been respectfully denied. Maybe today's a corrective day and they have a clock set up specifically for the 124-hour day of the year / century / whatever correction is needed. Ah, yeah. It must be like a leap month. A leap day. And they're like, I get it. No, that's totally what it is. It's simply a leap day on Sarah. Yeah! More? What is this?
Bring it!
Is it just ammo? What is the lore for the calendar of gears? Yeah! Well, I know it's longer than our year. I forget the exact number of days. It's 400 something. They might have a leap day. It's dead to me. What is this? Do they have like the weird green ketchup from the 90s? It's the only thing that makes sense. Where is everybody? Guys. Guys, I'm looking for lore wafer. I need it all. I think I went the wrong way though. Blast the whole planet, unsavable. Yeah, the green ketchup. Do you guys not know the green ketchup? Not relish, it was ketchup. Most of your fine soldiers and will lead us to glory. The rest of you are on clock swapping D10. I'm gonna. This is gonna be. I stand behind my statement. That's what happened. Oh god. Whoa, no!
Crouch! Upstairs! Flank him!
Yuppa. Get him. I'm gonna get him. The Shrek ketchup. The Shirk ketchup. Yeah, they had like purple ketchup and blue ketchup and green ketchup. It was wretched. Absolutely. They just ripped these guys apart before I could do anything. Dom and Ty, you're out of pocket. The Shrek up. If the locust, what if the locusts have a normal 24-hour clock because underground there's no day or night cycle and they're enforcing the 12-hour clock on the conquered cities? Now this is lore racing. That lore? That looks like lore to me. That or it's a Silent Hill save point.
And another one for the journal.
Cog Proclamation. Notice of curfew. Due to recent locust encroachment into Jacinto, COG soldiers will be enforcing a mandatory curfew every night until further notice. All Jacinto citizens are encouraged to remain indoors whenever possible and are ordered to be off the streets by nightfall. After dusk, COG soldiers have orders to shoot on sight. Keep in mind that locusts and humans can be hard to differentiate at night. Any citizen found to be in violation of this curfew faces arrest, imprisonment, and/or possible injury. Do your part to help make Jacinto a safer place for us all. I was gonna say we're really like cooking up some lore. Pink sauce 1.0, you mean the Kirby curry? It's still like one of the worst things I've ever seen. Makes me think of Pepto-Bismol every time I think of it. The danger, contamination. Yeah, everything is contaminated in here. This looks like the Resident Evil 2... Let's tie. The Resident Evil 2 remake lobby. They got like... This is like their headquarters.
Ah, shit. Power's out again.
Shit.
Jack, open this door.
I gave you guys the lore that Marcus's voice actor is Bender from Futurama, right? Jack! Jack! Yup. She goes like, shut up, baby, I know it. Woo! I know Baird's voice actor's in like a million things. Whoa. Who's next? I know that, yeah, Baird's voice actor's in a zillion things. I don't know what else Dom's voice actor's done, but he's one of, I have his autograph. I have his autograph. And I met him and he was like talking to me about how a friend of his was like interested in going on one of the first manned missions to Mars. And he was like, think about that. Like, you're leaving your planet and everyone that you know will die when you're like out in space and you can never see them again. And I was like, great talk, buddy. He was really nice though. Just like extremely dark.
I like the glow of locust blood in this light.
You got a sick mind, Ty.
Yosh! How did I miss that the first game? I don't know, but he's Bender. It's also Waka from Final Fantasy X. Yeah. Is this Ben? Benjamin?
What the hell are you doing here, Rook?
Area I was guarding got too hot, Sergeant. These gears rounded me up to fight, sir.
So why aren't you out there fighting?
Reloading, sir. I still don't have that trick down.
Better learn fast. Let's get out there, Delta.
Still don't have reloading down. You can hold down LB to check objectives to see the direction of your squad. Oh no!
Grab some cover. We gotta dig in before we can get down there.
What other weapons? I just have my Maybe you should have taught him, Maple. I don't need training. Should have done it before he got here. Of homework. If Ben dies, it's your fault.
Lock and move.
Lock and load.
Rook, you're with us. Let's move. Who shoots? Who shoots? Now get him. Woohoo! Oh, the King Ravens are so cool! Hey, Dom. Bye, Dom.
Damn, man, that was a nice car too.
Let's head into that store, Delta.
Dom's
We can get a
focused on
drop
the
on
real
them from
stuff.
there.
Oh, I see. Looping around. No, no, don't jump over! Do not kick me in the face. I should use a grenade while I had the advantage. While I had the element of surprise. Nothing but bits. Ben is looking like a champ. Yeah, because he has me. He has me as an amazing role model. Would be god tier attention to detail if tutorial affected Ben's training now. It's a trap!
Never seen the locusts run like this. Running away won't help! I'll just shoot you in your asses!
You are pissed today.
Damn right. I missed my family. I'll kill every one of these bastards.
Domcha.
Nice work, Delta. And Rook, Carmine, you did good.
Well, thanks, Sergeant Phoenix.
Control, this is Delta. Enemy threat eliminated. Over.
Die!
Copy that, Delta.
Everything okay on your end?
Yeah, it was close, but I got out in time.
What'd you find? Tell me, Anya. Don't bullshit me.
The Jane Doe I mentioned, she fits the description, but... Well, looks like she was released a few days ago. We don't have any info after that.
There's gotta be another lead or something, right?
I'm sorry, Dom. That's it. I'm sorry.
Damn it! Not again! I lost her again! Ah! God damn it!
Oh my...
Copy that, Anya. Delta out. Dom, you okay?
I'll catch up with you in a sec, Marcus. All right?
Yeah. Whatever you need. Guys, let's go.
Not again.
No. You watch your Oshi graduate multiple times. Oh no.
Humans are no strangers to war. After all, we've been fighting for as long as we can remember. War is all we know. In the past, we fought for emulsion. We fought for country. We fought for freedom. But all that changed after E-Day. For 15 years, we've been fighting for our very survival against inhuman, genocidal monsters. But it is a fight we cannot continue. Humanity faces extinction unless we end this war now.
So why land down, Sergeant? Why not just drill down here?
Jacinto's the one place it can't dig through, and land down's a perfect spot to hit them on their own turf.
Heard there's a shitload of grubs there, Sergeant.
More like 10 shitloads.
We had hoped the light mass bombing would decimate the Locust Horde. But they survived, and have returned stronger than ever. They've brought with them a force that can sink entire cities. Even Jacinto, our last beacon of hope through all these dark days, is now at risk. Soon we'll have nothing left to defend. And that means we have only one option. Attack.
Can't believe people will use that line to denigrate Gears writing. Wait, which line?
It's not an easy thing, but it is necessary. If we are to survive, if we are to live long enough to see the seasons pass, our children grow, and experience a time of peace that we have never known, we must now take this fight to the Locust. We will go to where they live and where they breed, and we will destroy them. This is the day we take the battle to the heart of the enemy. This is the day that we correct the course of human history. This is the day we ensure our survival as a species.
The boy!
Soldiers of the cog, my fellow Gears, go forth and bring back the hope of humanity!
He's here!
Welcome to the big sock, Sergeant Phoenix. You ready to hit the road? You know it. Well, let's go chunk some bullets at them grubs.
I love Dizzy. Is that Betty? We're gonna light our titties up.
Oh yeah, her name's Dizzy. And my rig's a little sweet thing, Betty. You a conscript? I ain't got no choice once I took the lifeboat assistance. Family got the groceries, but Daddy got conscripted. Life's a bitch like that.
Delta Baird here. Apparently, I'm riding on Maryland. Yeah, see you, man.
My boy.
It's go time, baby. Good hunting, guys.
Come back.
Patrol, this is Delta. We're aboard Rig 314 and are heading out now.
Roger that, Delta. You're good to go.
Look, it's Betty.
All right,
old
settle
Betty's
in, Delta.
titties up.
Got a long ride to land on.
Oh, is the 10 shitloads line? Why, that line's amazing. I love these vehicles so much. The rigs.
Take a look, see down there, Gears. It's Henny and the boys.
Henny and the boys.
Dizzy, you lucky sumbitch. I thought that mortise was gonna take you out.
Not me, brother. I got a mission to ferry some gears at a Hell's Half Acre.
You and me both.
Delta, Ty here. I'm on the rear guard rig below. See you in that down.
Roger that, Ty. We'll see you in a... Hang on, boy! Hold on, honey. I'm coming. Get my back while I patch up Betty, will you?
I love...
Delta, cover Dizzy.
I love that, like, all the cowboys got conscripted to drive these
Close
things.
it up and protect the rig. Her name's Betty.
Her name's Betty Marcus. They all got conscripted to drive these things. They're all like, this is my wife now. many grenades? Where are my nades? Oh, they're over here.
All rigs, be advised. Reavers inbound.
Oh, close the damn hole, you tool! Oh, you Marcus me. You know how to use a frag grenade!
Get us on the ridge.
Huh?
Up there!
Oh yeah.
To the right!
I love when he just like flung himself in front of my gun. Got Betty all hurried up again.
Here comes some more.
Oh. I know what to do. So the seriously 2.0 achievement? I'm trying to remember what it was in the first game. I think in the first game...
We gotta get the hell out of here!
I think in the first game it was kill like 10,000 enemies. And in this game they added a 0 to make it 100,000 enemies. Which is a lot. No! And then in the third game they added another 0, so it's 1,000,000 enemies. And there are people who are like still working on it. I would not enjoy testing that achievement. Imagine you get it and it doesn't pop because of a bug.
You know it, Dizzy.
Thanks, Hanny.
We took out some cedars. Here should be clear on borders, over.
Copy that, 1-8. Great news. Rig Group 3 needs an assist. Over.
Roger, 1-8 on its way.
Are you one of them? No. No, I was never a seriously 3.0 boy.
Something big went down here.
Delta, control here. I'm detecting serious seismic activity beneath you.
Where did the locusts learn English? Oh, I don't know. I wonder. Take me off my gun.
Grapplers!
Jesse, get us out of here.
Oh, my beloved though! The beautiful baby boy! My bouncing baby brewman! So beautiful! Oh, I love him though. Come back.
Look out! It's the high train!
They got Ava! We got Ava! Oh, more grapplers. Ripped him, but I'm different. Oh, more grapplers. Do it the old-fashioned way. You wanted the big old gun. Where are you heading? Oh, to water. Good. I guess still
Centaur
alive.
2-3 is down. Divert assistance.
Copy that, Delta.
Give Ava back! That's Betty's sister!
get closer.
Oh, oh, I see. Off the gun. Keep him off the gun. Dizzy, we gotta get Ava. She wearing clothes? Let's go. See, Ava's driver is a man of culture. Oh, it's like a skin-colored dress.
Dizzy special bird! Break 'em off! Delta, take out the driver! Bring that quickie, boy!
Oh, I see. I was supposed to kill the driver faster. And that's how Gears ends. Oh my god, we're way back here. This would actually be a good, seriously, 2.0 farm area. Bug people rule the earth, the end.
Look out! It's the high-tech train!
All that lore just to end in a pit. Actually, I don't think I can break that any chance. They call it bulletproof. Bulletproof for a reason. Am I sure their grappling hooks off? I don't think so.
Centaur 2-3, I have 2 words moving to your position, a third on its way.
Centaur 2-3 is down. Divert assistance.
Copy that, Delta.
Is that a guy? He's got it. Wait, was that Ben? Was that a Ben kill? Benjamin?
That hook's coming up! Keep him off the rig, Delta. Take out the hook. What rattlers?
Alright. We're coming up on it. We got it. Dizzy, break it, break the glaze!
Hurry up, Dizzy, they're coming back. These gals gonna have a threesome on that bridge. Only room for one.
These gals are gonna have a threesome on the bridge. Dizzy sees.
Dizzy special boys, break 'em off.
There we go. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Hoggett, thank you for the
Nice
subscription.
work,
Was it
Delta.
say if you turn profanity off? I don't know.
Control.
Have a cuddle
Land
session.
downs in sight.
Roger that. Determining launch coordinates now. Control out.
What's up, ladies? Rip to Ava. Rip to Ava. Which one of these are the boys on? Where's Marilyn? Baby boy.
Multiple Brumok, south side of Landau. We're not out of the woods yet.
Bouncing bait. Oh, there he is. He's so evil. Oh, there's two. So cool! Look at how toasty he is. Looks like a cozy boy. Rip. I wanted to blow his gun. My large sons. Large adult sons. Woohoo!
Let's get out of here!
You kill him by shooting mechanical equipment? I don't remember in 2. In 3... In 3, you can damage and explode different parts of his mechanical equipment. Yeah, he just said shoot the guns off, but some sort of yes. I know in 3 you definitely can, because that's pretty much how you have to deal with wave 50 in horde mode. Escort service. Betty. We got explodey boys. There he is. Unconcerned.
Is that Ty?
Yeah, told you he was tough to kill. Let's get down there, Gears.
Fate has thrown us together again, huh, Marcus?
Looks that way. Welcome back to Delta, Ty. Sorry about your squad.
Everything happens for a reason.
What the hell happened to Lola?
Lola?
My rig? We hit some mines. Tickers, I think. The whole area is infested.
Okay, Delta, head to the monument in the center of town. That's going to be your best place to drill.
Wilco control. Delta out. You heard her, Dizzy. We'll walk you there.
There weren't tickers in the first game. I always forget that tickers came in Gears 2. So welcome to tickers. They're just little bomby boys. Little bomby boys who explode when they run at you. So you gotta make sure to try and shoot them when they are a comfortable distance away. That's lore. Jacinto's Sentinel newspaper. Devastation. They came during the night. That was the word from survivors who endured a harrowing 24 hours in which Locust forces bombarded the town with grenades, nemesis, and mortars. Though areas around Landau had been attacked during the recent months, nothing could prepare the city for the massive destruction that took place. 5 years had passed since E-Day, but Landau residents felt like they were experiencing that horrific day all over again. Mayor Leland asked for more gears. Following the attack on Landau and the winter of sorrow experienced by the surrounding area, Mayor Gerard Leland has asked the COG to deploy more gears to the Landau barracks. Melee them, got it. No! Do not melee the tickers. Such are the sins that I commit, but you do not have to. I can save you from this. Oh, Jack's here. Oh, my nose is starting to kill.
What are those things?
Tickers.
Tickers!
Locusts use them like landmines, so keep your distance.
They're kind of cute, though, right?
I'm telling you, y'all gotta clear the way so Betty can move on through. Tickers are ugly, and Betty don't like ugly.
Betty don't like them. I was looking for lore. That one's still up. There you go. Good? He's solid. Oh, no we're not.
Delta, KR-51 is reporting Nemesis occupying your local airspace. Can you confirm?
Nothing in sight yet, Control, but we'll keep an eye out.
I like how he just like
I remember
moved
when
away.
they took Landau during the Winter of Sorrow. It was a bad omen.
Crazy that somewhere this close to Jacinto has been under Locust control for so long. You'd think we'd have launched this assault years ago.
I'm sure the COG had their reasons. Just probably weren't good ones.
I wonder what they were. Cute, like a naked mole rat with a bomb strapped to it? Yeah, is that not cute? I'm confused. Is that not considered cute now? Oh. What's wrong with the kids these days? A naked mole rat with a bomb strapped to it isn't considered cute anymore. Back in my day.
All clear! Ain't that the berries? No more tickers. Betty's a happy lady. Glad to hear it. Just keep moving.
Ain't that the berries?
Nemesis!
Hold on, I'm looking for lore. Oh no! Inked up.
Delta, clear all Nemesis coming in.
Nope.
We have radius down.
You heard her. Fire at will.
I will. Wow.
Strike on top of that station. Take cover.
Oh, there's more. Hold on.
Back your window.
There's two. Hold on. Hold on. I can figure this out. No. Oh no, that's a hole! What's up, fellas? I made bad choices. Skate Domo! 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 Skate There we go. Sludge mortars, yeah, got him. Dom, I got you, bro!
Delta here. We're still under heavy fire from our left flank.
More in here? Oh, there is!
Another one for the journal.
Just in the middle of this firefight. Another one for the journal. So I got a truck driver's note. So I got a truck full of fresh ammo, and they want me to deliver it to the Riyadh complex. What, are you kidding me? That's outside of town by that sinkhole. This is something the gears should be doing, not a civilian. Hell, I should at least have an escort out on this mission. Sometimes I wonder if the COG actually wants to win this war. And don't even get me started on the emulsion prices these days. Energy barons and the COG are lucky we're in a war. Bet they'd have a revolt on their hands otherwise. Marcus loves scrapbooking. I feel like that would be on brand. I was looking for entrance to... Oh! It's Maryland!
Thanks for the assist.
Guess you don't need my help at all, Delta. Control, Delta is clear.
Copy 5-1. Riggs needs CAC near Barrington Square. Over.
Copy that, Control. 3-6 on its way. See you on the side, Delta.
Copy. Thanks, 5-1.
Did Jack
Let's
just
keep
kick
moving,
an
Delta.
offense for me?
Cole, we'll see you on the other side. Bye, baby. Control, how much farther to the drill zone?
Close. Just beyond the tunnel ahead. Remember, your grind lifts are calibrated to dig from the exact location of the town's central monument. You're gonna have to back in the trucks to get them properly aligned.
Wilco, Delta out.
God. Whoop. Whoops. Okay. Further. Oh, I got it. Did I miss it? Did I schmiss it? Yeah, bet. Well, that's okay. Yeah, I should have looked up I should have acquainted myself with I should have acquainted myself with the collectible locations. 'Cause I did a collectible run way back in the day. I did a collectible run way back in the day. It was the one explaining why the clocks are 24 hours. But I did it on like my 4th run or something like that when I was just chilling at that point, so I was like, I can take all the time in the world. Now Jack is like, hurry up! Jack's like, I kicked down a fence just for you. Turns out the clocks were a dedicated prank by one guy. He just went around the entire world, changing all of the clocks just to piss me, Maple, off. The Joker to your Batman? Unless he's the Batman to my Joker. Oh, it's time to light old Betty's titties up. Gonna light her titties up.
Could be anything in here. Keep an eye out, Delta.
My
I
favorite.
wonder why they don't just give us flashlights.
Kid's got a point.
Might versus light.
Meaning...
That I'd take an extra gun over a flashlight any day.
My favorite line in the game coming up.
Damn! It's darker than a rat's ass in here. Let me light up Betty's titties.
Oh no! Getting distracted by Betty's titties! Oh no! Oh, thanks, Benjamin! Thank you! Benjamin? Who bold right now? Oh, that's Ty. He's just big enough to be a locust. The fact that's your favorite line speaks volumes. I so greatly value our friendship. Darker than a rat's ass in here. Let me light up Betty's titties. I can't say the name Benjamin normally anymore. What? I think it was, I want to say it was like Passepartout. Koro-san was playing Passepartout, and I had it on. This was like back in the day. She was streaming, and I was watching her stream, but then I had to go to sleep because it was really late in my time zone.
Dizzy, we could use some light. Don't worry, I got your back like a butt.
I love Dizzy so much. I got your back like a butt crack. I thought you were talking about the kid show for a second. No. She was playing Passepartout the game. And I was like, okay, I gotta go to bed, it's really late. And I had the volume at like a reasonable level. Like it wasn't super loud or anything. It wasn't super soft, but it wasn't super loud. But there were two characters who kept pissing her off because of the way that they reacted to her art. And so I kept kind of like at the edge of consciousness. As I was falling asleep, I just kept hearing Benjamin in like a really angry tone. Benjamin. And now ever since I watched like, oh no, I watched like Manifest, the main character's name Benjamin. I'm just like Benjamin. But the thing that woke me up finally is I actually did finally fall asleep, and I was dead asleep in the middle of the night. And all of a sudden I got woken up by her yelling, "Muggy, please!" in English. Because the character Maggie was not by her art, and it happened like 3 times, and she finally just went, "Muggy, please!"
Mortars! Take cover! I ain't with a Betty after y'all got the mortar!
I'm gonna go to the rooftops. I'm gonna go to the rooftops because I think there's actually mortars over here that I can use. Wound walkways. If we use immersion tactics, learn how to mispronounce Benjamin. Benjamin. Oh, there. Wound walkways. Oh, it's me and Benjamin. How much of a difference does this split make? I mean, it's really meant for like co-op. So that you and your buddy take different routes. Cause your buddy plays as Dom.
Marcus, punch a hole in the door for me.
Bird shit. Plant a mortar, hold L2, set your shot distance, hold RT to release fire. Hold the door. I cannot estimate how far away that is very well, so. Oops, rip. It's not too bad, actually. Oh, I see. I think it shows me? Maybe not. Wound walkways. So I had to leave it up there.
Jack, open this door.
Yeah, so it's mostly meant for co-op players to go 2 different routes and have to be like, oh, I'm doing this. Help me out with this. So that you can kind of do different things in different places, but it really is just 2 different areas. And I think rooftops, I think you get to use mortars a little bit more than the other route, which is why I chose it, 'cause I like mortars. Add to the incomprehensibleness by pronouncing the J in Benjamin like it's German or Swedish. Benjamin. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Oh, I may have gone too far in a couple places. Benjamin, help! Benjamin, why can't I get in cover? Oh, Benjamin, I'm really fucking afraid. Forget about it.
Mortars are all clear, Dizzy. Let's get to the drilling zone. I think we'll ride the rest of the way.
I'll pick up the mortar. Will you please? Oh, oh.
We got a Brumak coming out of the tunnel.
Brumak.
Oh, hell, you gonna try to molest my man?
I won't let him.
Defend the ring.
I won't let him have his designs with you, bet. Maybe a little close. Probably should. There we go. Woohoo!
Welcome back, boys. Good job. Smell that Brumak barbecue.
Talk about a graveyard.
Dirty grub shit all over this place. I got no respect for the dead.
A lot of good soldiers from the Pendulum Wars buried here. Sure could use those men now. Control, this is Delta. We've reached the drill zone.
Roger that, Delta. What's your launch status?
We're getting the lifts in position now. As long as Delta keeps my ass covered.
Roger that. Control out.
Locust!
The grind lifts. Oh, it's such a cool
We've
name.
got a grub hole!
A grub. Go for Yeah, in my defense, it does it in meters.
Are these the damn shitloads you were talking about?
What the fuck is a kilometer?
What do you think? Better hard, Delta.
Wait, did that seal up the hole? Make sure they don't get Betty and the girls.
Damn it!
I guess maybe it doesn't.
Dizzy, how much longer do you need?
Maybe mortars don't close the holes?
Shit! Give us the point, man!
Where's Baird?
Delta, hit those corners!
Excuse me! Good golly gosh, what the fuck? Wait, they blew up my gun?
Incoming!
Radically uncool. Excuse me. Oh, I got the once more with feeling. Boomers! Get mighty scary for Betty. How many dudes are in that pile? Let's add another.
Good to go.
Are they trying to pick up the mortar there? It's like, what is with these guys? Is that a corpse or a second dude trying to climb up? Oh! Out of ammo.
Of course.
This guy out here. There we go. King Raven on the guy. Little support fire.
Oh yeah.
It's a treat. There we go.
Alright, Bradley's ready to rock, Delta. Get on back here now.
Grind lifts. Okay, these are the grind
These are the
lifts.
grind lifts. Let's go, 2 by 2.
Yo, Marcus,
Yeah.
if something happens to me, promise me you'll look for Maria.
You got it, Dom. No problem.
Dizzy!
Should we try some? Damn it! Won't bot!
Two beasts.
Ah, fuck!
The grind lift.
If Cole used to puke on a raven, he must be tagging the walls with Chook right now. Damn. So this is what the inner hollow looks like.
Ty, this is Marcus. Do you read me? Ty! Dizzy? Dizzy, you there? Oh, shit. Control, this is Delta. Do you read?
Delta, this is Alpha 1. We've lost contact with the surface. We're limited to short-range radio, but we've got a line on a cedar.
Roger that, Alpha 1. Good hunting.
Sarge, can you hear me?
Carmine, what's your position?
Not really sure, sir. I think my lift went off course.
Is Ty with you?
No, he jumped out before launch. But I see another lift up ahead.
All right, head that way and we'll catch up. Don't engage the enemy. Just defend your position.
Will do, Sarge. Wish me luck.
Hang in there, Rook. We'll be there soon. Let's go find Carmine. Dom, let's split up. We'll find him faster.
Well, we really want to split up, buddy. What time is it? Oh! I just realized what time it is. Well, we finished Act 1, and honestly, a lot of time was taken up by me giving my lore spiels. So we should be able to probably clear like 2 acts next time. Wait, I always forget how many acts are in Gears 2. There's 5 in the first one. It must be 5 in the second one too. What is happening, Windows 11? Gears how many? Yeah, okay, it's 5 acts again. Yeah, we should. What a Scooby snack, fill you with confidence. We should be able to clear like 2 acts per stream when I'm not doing like an hour and a half of lore prep. So Gears 2 is longer than Gears 2 is definitely longer than the first, but I mean I probably could have done the first in 2 streams. But I saved the last little bit, and then that turned out to be like an hour-long stream. So, yeah, I think since I don't have to lore max and give like background info from the novels for the next couple of streams, I should be able to get more acts in. Plus, I hopefully won't be sick then. Cause I ordinarily would just keep cranking and get through Act 2, but I should probably. I am the lore max. I speak for the Gears. I should probably not stay up super late tonight. I should probably sleep at a reasonable time tonight, so that. Uh-oh. Honey, I'm in here. That hopefully I get unsick sooner than later. Yeah, go rest, Aglum. She's crying. Honey, I was home all day today. You were all snuggled all over me. Mommy takes a couple hours to go lore max on Gears and you freak out. Maple needs sleep to get rid of the sick and recover after the wood burning all-nighters. It was a harder project than I've usually had, because I'm not good at drawing in general, but I'm really not good at drawing hands, so that took me like way longer. And then just because of the way that wood burning works and like the way that you push the blade to like cut into the wood and get your burn on, It's hard to do, like, curves aren't that hard as long as they're not super tight curves, but fingers are all super tight curves, and so it was harder than my usual ones. So that's why I was like dying. Maybe the pokeweed will cure the sickness. Yeah, I'll go snack on some. Did he follow up at all? Hold on. Yeah, Pop Moose is pokeweed maxing right now. I don't understand. Yeah, I sent Mama Moose a picture. I sent Mama Moose and Papa Moose a picture of me with the local access news anchor. Because I'm like a local access news super fan. And Mama Moose was like, "You're a star." You're famous. He was so nice about it, even though I'm a weirdo. I was like, you were like basically lived in my house while I was growing up, because Mama and Papa Moose are big like local news boys. But yeah, it was the fingers that really like added the time to it for me. Plus, like, I've just had a... Oh, I forgot my Lancer! Ah! Do I not have it on this computer? Oh, I definitely do. Oh, I must have it on the other computer, and that's why I forgot it. I was gonna say, I'd never forget a Lancer, usually. I'll send it over from my laptop, but yeah, well, I've just had a lot of, like, chores and life stuff, and and work has been really crazy and all of that, so I haven't had like a lot of downtime, and like all my downtime I'm like, okay, I need to quick get some laundry done, okay, I need to quick do this, okay. So because of all the that I've been, and then of course I'm like trying to figure out the pokeweed situation. I did get my skeleton set up though. I got Bonesy Jonesy set up. But yeah, I just haven't had a lot of time to like do stuff that isn't explicitly an important life chore. And so I was like, okay, I gotta sit down, I gotta do this, I gotta get this done. But then I was like, oh no. Oh no, I really wanted to do this specific pose, but it's like the hardest thing for me. A person who cannot draw hands. I have to draw 4 of them. So it took me longer than I thought, but it was worth it. It was worth it. But I hopefully, I think I am gonna take tomorrow off work. I'll send my boss a message tonight and be like, don't forget me. But let's go, no work. But I'll still do Peace Walker tomorrow, because I mean, listening to tapes is really chill. Listening to tapes is really chill. We already got, let's see, we did all of, or most of Chico's. We did all of Huey. We listened to all the like extra tapes, though I don't know if like we'll get more. I forgot whether they were numbered or not. So we still have like Amanda, Paz, the rest of Chico, Cause. We did? I thought we did a bunch of Strangelove, but maybe I'm just thinking of the extra tapes. But yeah, it'll be pretty chill, I think. So even if I'm still sick, I don't think it's gonna be like because it'll just be chill tape listening. But then I want to do a little bit of co-op too, round it out nice. There's certain ones I want to do. I have two. I think one was a AI custom one that I wanted to do, and the other one was a vehicle, an armored vehicle. But they unlocked. I think one of them unlocked a design spec that I wanted, and the other unlocks the next extra op that I wanted to do. So I would like to do those. The custom AI fights. Gosh, yeah, I forget which one was the one that I had on my sights. But basically my end goal is I wanted to unlock the extra op that gives me the like sneaking camo, the super good camo. And then I think the other one, one unlocks the extra op that gives me the camo. And then I think the second one I wanted to do is probably custom one. Is the one where you get the bandana, the infinite ammo bandana for beating it. So those are the two that I wanted to do because I wanted those items. I was thinking about this though because I was like, I was grinding a little bit. I was grinding a little bit after the last Peace Walker, and I was like, oh yay, I got my R&D higher so I can get some more weapons and stuff. And then I don't remember the exact ones to do for the camo and bandana, honestly. Well, I know that the camo comes from, I want to say, from S ranking extra op 50. And then the bandana, I think, comes from either extra op 98 or extra op like 118. It's one of those. I'll know it when I see it because I was looking at the list a lot. But yeah, I was grinding and I was like having a lot of fun, and then I was like, what am I gonna do when I finish streaming this? And I was like, oh, am I gonna still keep grinding? Am I gonna try to unlock all of the different items? Am I gonna try to min-max myself into oblivion? And then I was like, what am I gonna do if the HD collection volume 2 has Peace Walker in it? I'm probably just gonna start from scratch and grind everything up again. I just stream it again, yeah. Then the game will be revived, Lamau. Yeah, but then it's not gonna be just a sea of Bens. We need Benjamin. You're mad. I wanna, but then I can do it in full beautiful blistering 4K or whatever it comes out in. I am excited. I was planning on starting Ground Zeroes and then 5 next week, so I'm excited about that. But I would like Peace Walker HD. Just slamming my mug down on the table like, bring me another Peace Walker, please. got a method down where I can S rank every vehicle mission consistently except for tanks. Those are pains. I'm very interested. I'm interested in the method and if I can employ it for myself as well. But yes, we'll do Peace Walker tomorrow. I think I'll be good for that, even if I'm still feeling icky. And then I moved the I put up the waiting room for Sly on YouTube. That was what YouTube members voted on. Sly won, so I put up the waiting room for Sly a little earlier than usual on Friday. It might move depending on what happens. I just put it there because I was like, I'll probably duck out. If I'm still feeling sick, I'll probably duck out early. And that way I can get an early start and I can hopefully go to bed early and use this weekend to kind of recuperate my decimated sleep schedule. and my falling apart moose body. It requires max rank Fultons, Fulton Mines, and the Fulton Launcher. I think I just got max rank Fulton. I think I did that. I definitely don't have the other two things. But yeah, so Sly on Friday, I think, and Peace Walker tomorrow. But yeah, thank you guys for coming to Gears. I'm gonna go climb into bed with Syrup and give her a smooch. A little smooch on her little tum-tum. And I'll see you guys for Peace Walker tomorrow. And I'm sure that the second I go live, Papa Moose will start texting me about pokeweed again. No, to pokeweed me. I'm not gonna eat it. I'm not gonna eat it. You can't make me eat the pokeweed. Papa Moose can't make me eat the pokeweed. You can't make me eat the pokeweed. No one can make me eat the pokeweed. Oh no! Sorry, I was like, oh yeah, I'm on Twitch, I should raid. And I opened up Twitch and it was like, here's all the people you can knock on to collaborate with them. Stop. Stop. Stop having features nobody wants. You need to turn that off ASAP, yeah. God, Twitch sucks ass. God, Twitch is the worst. Let's see. Yeah, the Twitch. I haven't been able to use the mobile app because of the. I haven't been able to use the mobile app because of the verticality thing. How like you open it and it's just trying to be TikTok. It makes me crazy because sometimes I'm like, oh, I know a certain person is on and I want to go watch their stream, but it gives me somebody else and I struggle to navigate to the person that I'm trying to watch. It's like, why is it like this? It's so rough. Yeah. Yeah, I am definitely kind of a YouTube boy for a reason, but gotta give the people what they want. Can hit the following button on the top left and see your follow list. See, I did that the other day and it just like, instead it like full screened the one that I was, the stream that it had popped up and I was like, no, back, and I couldn't go back and I was going insane. All right. I know that it was also KK's birthday. I know that it was also KK's birthday yesterday, so thank you, Horace, for using them. Yeah, let's I was about to, you can take your points back if you want, because I was about to do that anyway, so because it was KK's birthday. So I was gonna say, yeah, it's the Camp Siberia Donathon week, so please wish KK, please wish KK a happy birthday. I will also wish her a happy birthday and then immediately pass out. Midway through, I'll be like, happy So, yeah, thank you guys so much for coming to Gears. Peace Walker tomorrow, Sly on Friday. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm feeling jazzed about video games right now. But yeah, thank you for coming. I'll see you tomorrow or Friday. Have a good rest of your night or your morning or afternoon or whatever it is, wherever you are. And oh, moose.